the talk of the town in 2024. The formula, I feel like they made it for me. Sometimes simple is the best. Salmon, sperm, DNA, PDRN, my skin, but better. Like, kind of look. It beat any of the cleansers. Congratulations. Welcome to Best of 2024! Hello my unicorns, how are you? I'm so happy to see you guys. It's your favorite EuniUnni today, and I am dressed up, feeling sexy, ready for this 2024 Best of K-Beauty.
There were so many new launches, there were so many new lines, new brands, new products, this and that.
So I feel like it was very difficult for me actually when I was choosing my best of 2024. But I cannot wait to show you guys what I personally chose for best of 2024, the products that elevated my life. Okay, I love you. Let's get this award started. Okay, so for the first category, I wanted to talk about toner pads. Now, this is a category that I feel like has such a big presence now. When you go to Olive Young's section as well, they have a whole line or row of toner pads next to usually the sheet masks and things like that. So I feel like this was the year for toner pads. I'm not sure if this is something that you still have not added into your routine, but if you do, I think it will be a game changer, especially if you use it like the way that I like to use it. I don't like to swipe away too much with my toner pads because I feel that touch or some type of like rubbing off definitely irritates my skin, especially with sensitivity, redness, and things like that. So how I love to use it as DIY sheet mask. I like to slap this baby on and use it almost like a mini mask. You know what I'm saying? Mini mask for 3 minutes or 4 minutes or however long that I have at that moment. And the toner pad award goes to BENTON Guava 70 Skin Toner Face Mask Pad. This was a no-brainer, you guys. This is humongous. It's juicy till the very last drop. Even the very first one that you always get is the juiciest. So I just love this one, and you only literally need about 3 or 2 because it is humongous. I love this. I found myself reaching out for this one every time. I think when I ran out of this and I had other toner pads around me, I still opened up a new one or I still repurchased a new one because this one was just that good. And this, the whole guava line from BENTON, they have, of course, guava extracts, but they have azulene, which is the main ingredient. I talked about azulene so many times, but it's one of my favorite ingredients, especially if you have sensitive skin. It is one of the ingredients that's in burnt ointments to really heal your skin fast. So especially if you have irritation or some type of like, you know, some type of negativity that you got from the sun or the heat or whatever it may be, it cools your skin down so fast. So this one was a no-brainer. I loved it. If you haven't used it yet, you have to try this. It just works beautifully under makeup. It is so good as a sheet mask, like a mini sheet mask. And yeah, it just exactly does what a toner pad should do. So BENTON, good job. I love you, and I don't know who that is. I don't know this number, so I'm not gonna pick up. All right, you guys, so the next is an essence or toner category. I think toners and essences is definitely a category that I switch up pretty often. So this was kind of difficult, but when it came down to it and I went back and I just kind of thought about the product that I used the most on camera and off camera, it was this product right here. I know that this was a year of PDRN. Yes, there were so many salmon, sperm, DNA, PDRN. There were vegan alternatives. So many brands have come out with their own PDRN this and PDRN that. However, this was one of the OG brands that actually used salmon PDRN, and they were the first actually. And it is HEVEBLUE. This is the salmon carrying Centella toner, and not only does it have PDRN, but it has Madecassoside, Centella asiatica, Heartleaf, Butuania cordata, which is like one of my favorite ingredients for sensitive skin. And it just has a beautiful formula, especially if you have sensitive skin and acne prone skin that just needs restoring. And I think this is exactly what it did. On camera or off camera, I think this is the one that I reached out for the most. Most of the time I use this one, I used it with the toner pad and soaked it in really well, used it as DIY sheet masks, making sure that I maximize the effects of it. But for restoring skin and for rejuvenation, I want to give this 200 points. I really loved this one. So the reason why Half Blue has such a cult favorite in Korea is the CEO is a genius. She created a system where, let's just say the first Half Blue product is made with this influencer. And then the second Half Blue product is made with this B influencer, and then the other Half Blue product is made with a C influencer. So now she has all of the fan base of A, B, C creators. And when they have promotions for a certain product, it's not just the A influencer who opens the promotion, but it's A, B, C plus D, E, F, I, G, blah, 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 blah. It's actually all the influencers who promotes the promotion. That's why they have such a big, huge cult following that really supports each of the promotions and things like that. But besides that as well, the CEO also came from the background of formulating a lot of products at the manufacturing company. So she knows her stuff. Like when I talk to her, I can literally talk to her for hours and hours and hours, and I learned so much from her. If you haven't tried this one yet, please do so. You're gonna absolutely love it. And it's humongous. Even if I use it as a DIY sheet mask, it lasted me for so long. So yes, for toner, congratulations. All right, you guys, for the serum ampoule category, this one was so freaking hard. I feel like because serum and ampoules are the category of products that you do switch up according to your skin concern, at the end, I was like, I looked at my whole 2024 and I'm like, at the end, I have sensitive acne prone skin. So I definitely on camera, off camera, reach for the ones that is gonna calm my skin down, because half the time my skin's kind of mad at me, This one was really hard. It was, I wanted to show you. It was actually between these two. So definitely VT Reedle Shot was one of the products that I love the most, I feel like, and I used continuously this year. But it was something that I can't use every single day for both day and night routine. I can use for a certain period of time, but I cannot use my sensitive skin with redness and with the sensitivity towards touch. Cannot use that every single day. So especially for times when I need a picker-upper, if I want to also use something that I know my skin will be in a better state the next day and things like that, I would go for the VT Reedle Shot. But the other days, I definitely fell in love with this right here. PARNELL Cicamanu 92 Serum. I honestly cannot even think about how many bottles I've switched out. This is one of my favorite serums, and I am so grateful that I got to know this serum. If you have concerns of acne prone skin, sensitivity, if you have inflammations, I feel like this, well, it's not vegan because it has manuka honey, but this just works so beautifully. The formula, I feel like they made it for me. I don't know, that's how I feel like. I know that the CEO, he has dealt with a lot of similar concerns because of his allergies and atopic skin and things like that. So he actually fell in love with that ingredient, manuka honey, and he started formulating products with it. As you guys know, I love PARNELL's cushion. It's so freaking good. It's one of my favorites. I chose it as the best of 2024 for the best base, best cushion. If you have very similar, skin type and concerns as I do, please try this. This is something that I don't know. I wish I could, I wish they could have my name on this. I know that you were made for me. I know we were destined together. I love you. VT Reedle Shot, I love you too, but
I can't have you every single day.
So this was definitely it. All right, you guys, so the award for moisturizer goes to dun, 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 Real Barrier Extreme Cream Original. This was kind of difficult as well because in Korea we have all 4 seasons, right? So I think moisturizer is the category that we always switch up depending on the season. So definitely for the summer, it did feel a little bit too heavy. So I think I reached out to the lighter version that it has. However, the original version is the A version that has been certified that it really helps to strengthen your skin barrier. And if you see actually the picture of the cream formula and our skin structure, they look so similar. And I think that's one of the reasons why this cream is so good. I've been using this for years and for years, but I feel like the reason why I started adding it back into my routine this year, it was because I didn't know, but my skin was getting so freaking good. I didn't know why though. I was like, what am I doing? But I realized that I didn't really think of it, but I was actually using this cream after my sauna, which I go about 3 to 4 times a week. I realized, I'm like, oh shoot, I've been using the original cream, and it was like a little miniature one. And I'm like, this is why my skin has been so good. My skin just feels stronger.
It feels like it loves me. It feels like it is not mad at me, and it just adores me when I use this.
You know, it's not a fun cream, or like, it's not like a trendy cream, or it's not like the TikTok, you know, this and that.
But it's just a good ass cream.
Sometimes simple is the best. And at the end, I think our skin just needs a good ass moisturizer. Real barrier, bravo. Alright you guys, so for now, sunscreen. This was a no-brainer. I brought a tinted sunscreen, and I brought my favorite sunscreen. I feel like this is a no-brainer. I've talked about it so much. It's the Dr. Circle Hyal Reyouth Moist Sun. Now, there are so many good sunscreens now. And a lot of times, I think if they did a blind test, I literally would not be able to tell what's what, because the formula itself is very, very similar. They're very good. A lot of Korean sunscreens are manufactured from the big same manufacturer, so they tweak the formula just a little bit. So yeah, they do feel the same, and they're all very good. They have good quality. This one, I feel like I fell in love because it has more of like a runny texture. It just drips down every time I use it. But it does have a dewy finish. So I think if you don't like that, you wouldn't really appreciate this. But for me, I really liked it. I think I like having a dewy finish. A lot of people did ask me when I used this one and no makeup, like, hey, what are you using? Your skin just looks so gorgeous and dewy. I literally used it as my moisturizer step sometimes during the summertime when I didn't want to do too much, but I just loved it. It was just easy for me. I found myself reaching for this sunscreen first when I was packing for Australia. Anyways, this is all to say I love this one. For this one, you guys, this is the GANGNAM Glow. I love this formula, man. And it is from LG H&H, you guys. It's one of the #1 cosmetic company of Korea. This is a brand under them, and the formula is beautiful. I know it's beautiful. It worked well for me, but I forgot about it for a while until my best friend from LA, she texted me. She's like,
babe, every time I use the sunscreen that you sent me, everybody asked me, even my esthetician, she said, are you wearing like makeup? And she's like, no, I'm just wearing sunscreen. And she's like, what? It looks like it's your skin, but it just looks beautiful.
and she's a mother of 2 beautiful children. So, you know, when she's on the go, she's on the go. Yeah, she just like raved about it, and she texted me. So I was like, hey, I forgot about this. Took it off from my vanity, started using it, and I absolutely love it. If the tone itself kind of suits you, I want to highly recommend that you try. This is one of the best ones, like it's my skin but better, like kind of look. And I could actually retouch a lot of the tinted sunscreens. When you retouch it, it doesn't really work. Like it gets super cakey and flaky, but this one, it's really good for retouch too. That's one of the reasons why I really like it. And there's a reason why I started adding it back into my vanity, and I absolutely love it. Now, eye creams is definitely a category that even a few years back, I was like,
I don't think you really need it.
but now it's different. I think ever since I discovered this one, I absolutely love it. And it was really hard for me to choose between this one, the BOJ Revive Eye Serum, Ginseng Retinal, or the recent one that I absolutely love, the BENTON one. So both I absolutely love, and the price point is so freaking good. Especially the BENTON one, I think it was like around 10 bucks when they were having a discount. I don't know, I just felt like it was such a good formula, but it's with such a good price point. So I love this. So I really wanted to choose this, but the whole year of 2024, I used this one the most. If you haven't tried this, please try it. BOJ, one of the things that I'm so grateful for is I got to do a clinical test like trial for this one for exactly 4 weeks. I saw my before and after. And the thing that I noticed the most is that number one, it has retinal, but it's such a gentle formula. I used it for all over my face and my neck for both day and night routine every single day for 4 weeks. And my skin, my sensitive reactive skin still was perfectly fine. On the contrary, my skin felt more stronger, thicker, and that's actually when I really fell in love with this eye cream. And I'm like, heck yeah, I'm gonna use it for the whole face. Even if you have milia prone skin, it was still good for me. I have milia prone skin too, and it was not irritating. It's very gentle but powerful. And of course, it has ginseng. So when you do use it, it has a moisturizer, like serum-y, like texture like this. And it looks light, but when you do soak it in, there is a bit of that oil content. So it does feel like a really good moisturizer. Biggest difference that I saw was number one, overall, the moisture level of my skin improved so much when I did the clinical testing. So my overall, the ability that my skin was just able to hold the moisture into the skin, it was so good. Second thing is I literally felt that my skin looked more plump in my human eyes. Of course, like the results came out too that my elasticity improved. I had less fine lines, especially on the forehead area, and just overall my skin looked so much more plump. This is something that I know you're gonna love, so please try it and let me know. All right, you guys, so for cleansers. Now, this was a year that grinders came out from the cleansing balms. I feel like that was such an amazing thing. Now there's so many different brands that's doing it. I like the DR.ALTHEA one. I actually was contemplating on between the two. I really love the DR.ALTHEA one, and I love the House of Her Purifying Cleansing Balm. This one, I feel like because it doesn't have the granules that this one has, I found myself reaching for this one when my skin felt sensitive. This, it does have small granules, but I could only feel it when my skin is super sensitive or when it's very irritated. But if not, this is something that I absolutely loved. It has this beautiful pink formula, like right here. And every time I turn it, it makes me so happy. I think it really made me enjoy my cleansing routine a bit more. And I love the way that it smells. I love the way that it feels like really thick type of oil when you do melt it down, but it still doesn't drip down like when you apply it onto the face. And I loved every moment of it. And I felt like this one breaks down heavy makeup a little bit better than the DR.ALTHEA one. So I feel like this is the first cleanser of 2024 that I used the most and that I purely enjoyed. The only con, you guys, is that this one is more expensive compared to just the cleansing balm. This one has 50 milliliters. Like, I think the big ones, like the regular cleansing balms, they have 100 milliliters. So when you use this one, oftentimes I'm like,
I used it already? Like, what?
I felt like I just opened it like 2 weeks ago. I did use it up really fast. So I think that's the only con. I feel like if you're just thinking about the price point, the regular cleansing balms is better. But frankly, I enjoyed this so much. Sanitary-wise, so much better too, because I always lose my spatulas, especially for my cleansing balms too. So I always go in with my fingers and stuff like that. So yes, if you haven't tried the grinding type of cleansing balms, I feel like you will absolutely love. Now for the second cleanser, it was hard for me to choose one because I felt like I went through cleansing foams, gels so many times, but this is something that I recently started using, but it wins and it is the top champ compared to any of the other ones that I've used in 2024, because I don't think a second cleanser or cleansing foam has wowed me this much. This is the MOLVANY Hypoallergenic LHA Gel Cleanser. If you are looking for a cleanser that helps to remove dead skin cells very gently, this is it. And there are small granules, but it's not irritating on the skin. And it's beautiful. I love the aesthetic packaging. I am so grateful that it is in a pump type. They do have a close and open lock, which I absolutely love. And I feel like this was just meticulously made. 200 milliliters, it's huge, and you can get it at Olive Young too. I think they do have it on Amazon as well. In Korea, you can get it in most of the Olive Young's offlines, but you do have to check because it's not in all the offline Olive Young, so you want to make sure before you go. But yes, this one is so good. I feel like it beat any of the cleansers, second foam cleansers or gel cleansers that I used in 2024. So I want to give the award to MOLVANY. All right, you guys, so before the device, now we just have sheet mask category. This was very easy, but also difficult to choose from. There has been so many sheet masks coming out, a lot of hydrogel masks, right? I feel like that is one of the categories that just took its like presence in the K-beauty, or it's just in the beauty industry. I feel like you already know who she's gonna be, who I have chosen, but she was the talk of the town in 2024. It is the Biodense Bio Collagen Real Deep Mask. This is the hydrogel mask that I've used the most. And some of you might be asking, does that mean that you don't use other sheet masks? And that's not true. I do still use other sheet masks, especially when I don't want to kind of waste this, if that makes sense, because this or like the hydrogel masks are much more expensive compared to like the paper, like cotton ones, right? So cotton ones, when I want to do about like, you know, quick 8 minutes, 10 minutes, I think I reach for those. These, I want to leave it on for my skin for longer. And this one, Biodense one, you can leave it on for 3 to 4 hours longer. You could do it overnight. I personally don't like doing it overnight too much. I like to do it on the airplane though. That's kind of fun when you go to sleep and stuff like that. And the before and after of it being white, and then it becomes clear, and then you take it off and your skin is just glowing beautifully and things like that. So yeah, I think Biodense really made its presence in 2024 and won the hearts of so many people, you know. If you haven't tried this yet, please do so. And I will link the link that I got from the brand from previous like projects, because you want to make sure that you don't get the fake ones. There are so many fake ones on the market, like on Amazon site too. So I'll leave it in the description. So use that link and go to their official site to get it. I feel like this is the OG. This is like the product that made hydrogels really popular. So in 2024, I give my award to Biodense. All right, you guys, now we are gonna be talking about the last one, which are devices. Okay, so I know some of you guys might be mad because I know that the Booster Pro one from Medicube was my favorite. It was my OG. I love that it has like 5 different modes. So you can actually use the microcurrent mode for lifting. You can use the booster mode to soak in whatever you want. Any products that you want to soak in, it can enhance that. There's also ATS air shot mode that can really kind of zap out the dead skin cells on your skin. Really good for pore care. So different modes for different things. So I do have to choose Booster Pro as the award for 2024. However, the Tune device that came out, I know you're like,
Oh yeah, I bought the Medicube Booster Pro. Now you have a new product.
I know, it's not me. You gotta blame Medicube coming out with all of these crazy products, you know, like good ones too. Now, let me tell you, Medicube actually bought the manufacturing company of the devices. So I think that's why they're coming out with better prices, better innovative like modes and different devices that I don't even know some of them. Seriously, I haven't tried like their other 2-3 devices that they came out, but you gotta think of it as like, you know,
They're always improving. They're always innovating, and we have to think of it as like iPhones. You know, every time iPhone comes out with a new one, we get the latest ones, right?
But anyways, this is all to say, yes, Booster Pro is the winner of 2024. However, the Tune, I have a full-on in-depth review. I'll link it in the description. Check it out. This one, the biggest difference, okay? Like just to simplify it, this one has microcurrent mode. Yes, that is in the Booster Pro. So clearly you don't have to buy this one, but it has radio frequency. The radio frequency level that's in this device, the energy level is as high as the ones that they use at the derm. So this is really powerful, and both I have seen really good results with. You know that I have done both clinical testing trials with the Booster Pro, with the microcurrent mode, the ATS air shot mode. So I'll link everything in the description below so you can check it out. The Tune as well, I've done it. I honestly saw the biggest improvement around the marionette lines. There's not many products or devices that really helped with the marionette lines and the laugh lines, and I feel like this one was very effective. So very powerful, and I do love it, but it is a new device that you have to invest in. But the Booster Pro does have 5 different devices. So if I have to invest in one, of course, I think this one first and then this one. But if your main thing is for lifting, skin elasticity only, I think I would go for this one. But I do award Medicube HR Booster Pro as the device of 2024. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And in 2024, I feel like it was the year of a lot of craziness and a lot of launches and a lot of products. These products are personal favorites that I know that I use the most and that I adored the most. And I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Love you guys. And in 2024, let's have a happy, healthy year. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, my unicorns. 안녕.